Welcome dear students to another part of our class, Standard 9th, subject Social Science. In the previous class, we learned about the First World War and its reasons. Today we will learn the First World War, what happened in the war and the effects of the First World War first. In the war, we already have seen that there were two groups. That first group was Allied Nations and second group was Axis nations. Allied nations were led by England, France, Russia, Japan, and Axis powers were led by Germany, Hungary, Bulgaria and all. So in the beginning of the war, the German forces attained victorious till 1917. Till 1917, Germany led the war. But after that means in 1917, what they did, they withdrawn an American steamer, they drawn an American steamer, Lusitania, and America's 147 soldiers were died. So in that time, what happened? America was not there in the Allied group and America entered in the Allied group. Before that, what happened? In 1917, Russian Revolution started. Russian Revolution started in Russia and Russia withdrew from the war. When America entered in the Allied forces, other nations like Cuba, China and all joined with the Allied nations, and Allied nations became very stronger. And the William Kaiser, the German emperor, abdicated his position and ran away, and Germany surrendered. This is the First World War. And we see that what are the effects of the First World War? What led? First effect is destruction of men and material. Whatever may be, if it is a small riot, revolt, revolution and all, we can see the destruction of men and materials. Many soldiers or many people participated in the war. Many were died and many handicapped. And materials also were used. Because of the mainly poisonous gas and weapons and all, many people died. Then second is social change. What changes have happened in the society? During the war, majority of the men participated in the war. So the responsibility of the family came on the shoulder of women, and women came out of the house and they hold it, or they became adjusted to carry their duties and all. Then they became aware of their rights, and consequently the demand for women to exercise their franchise was raised during the and also during the war period, the production of different goods, especially necessity goods, were reduced. So problems like scarcity, unemployment, starvation, etc. can be seen in the society. And the third is the Treaty of Versailles. Treaty of Versailles was an important thing. After the war, a treaty was signed between this Allied nation or the victorious nations and the defeated nations. And in the Paris Peace Conference, it is found that Germany was the cause for the this World War. So their meeting, they decided a meeting, and in that 4 provisions were four provisions they made for that treaty. The first one was regional arrangement. Second one, reduction in troops and disarmament. Third one, the arrangement of distribution of gains in the end of the war, and other provisions. Then what happened? Germany was to pay 6.5 billion as a fine. And what all regions Germany defeated, that all were given to that respective nations and all, and especially the Ruhr region of France. Ruhr region, it was an important fertile region, also was open to other nations, and Germany surrendered. Germany was not ready to accept the treaty through but with a gunpoint or with by force they signed the treaty. And the last one, long term effects. Long term effects, we can see there was a feeling of revenge in the signing the treaty, especially the Axis nations had a revenge against these allied nations. So what happened, they did not agree with that treaty in their mind. And the socialist Russia, when they withdrew from the war, they were not given any importance when they made the League of Nations, and that led to, it can be said that the reason for the Second World War was in the peace of the First World War. We know that in 1914 the war started, till 1917 Russia was with that, but Russia withdrew in 1917, but Russia did not get any position or any important role in the League of Nations when it established. League of Nations was established, League of Nations means a group of nations was established to make peace in the world. That is one of the important organization. Now we have a United Nations. Like that way, after the First World War, League of Nations was established, and main purpose of this League of Nations was to maintain international peace and security, and every nation to respect the unity and integrity of other nations, to give up the policy of war, to develop international relations, to solve the international disputes peacefully. And if any nation ignores the League of Nations or its mediations, it would be declared as a rebel nation. The main purpose is to establish international peace and security. League of Nations established for world peace did not manage to keep a control over the imperialist policies of the superpowers. That means League of Nations failed to control the League of the superpowers, and that led to the another war, that is the Second World War, that happened in 1939. This is about the First World War. So in this between 1917 we see that Russian Revolution happened. So in Russia the rulers were very oppressed and suppressed the people. They were known as the Russian rulers were known as Tsars. C-Z-A-R, Tsars. They were the rulers of Russia. They got their position but through this hereditary, means their position is hereditary. Even though they are weak, they got that tsardom. So, and they always exploited the people, and as they were the dictators, they did not hear the people or did not see the problems of the people. So under the leadership of Father Gapon, on 22nd January 1905, they conducted one strike against this tsardom. But what the Tsar did, though these people were unarmed, while some had the Tsar's picture in hand with captions like "Long live the little white lord of Russia" written on it, the Tsar's army opened fire on innocent people, and thousands of people died in this St. Petersburg, and that Sunday is known as a Bloody Sunday in the history. That Sunday is known as a Bloody Sunday. And before that, when Russia and Japan had a war, in that war also Russia was defeated by the small country Japan. So the people had a great anger against the Tsars. So what they did, again on 8th March 1917, the oppressed workers of Petrograd called again for a strike. The Tsar sent his troops to contain this event, but the army refused to fire it. As a result, the revolution began, and after the fall of the Tsardom, the power fell into the hands of Kerensky, led by Mensheviks. There were two groups, Mensheviks and Mensheviks and Bolsheviks. Mensheviks and Bolsheviks, they were minority and middle class people. They are these Bolsheviks were majority and the labor class people. In the first part of the revolution, they got a victory, but Lenin was the support of these Bolsheviks or the laborers, and Lenin instigated the laborers, and 1917 they one revolution took place. In that way, the rule of the Tsardom came to an end. So declared as a result, Lenin instigated the Bolshevik against Mensheviks, and in November 1917 declared the revolution and got the reins in his hand. This came to be known as Socialist Bolshevik Revolution. Thus, the 300 years old Tsardom came to an end, and for the first time Russia was without a war. So Russian Revolution, because of the Russian Revolution, 300 years of the rule of these Tsars came to an end, and people got their rights, and that is an important event in the history. So this is about this Russian Revolution. So in this lesson we learned about First World War, its factors led to First World War, effects of the First World War, Russian Revolution, and League of Nations. So thank you. So this is the end of our session today. We shall continue with our subject on next part of our class.